Welcome to the Whiskey Roundtable. We are your hosts,
Big G.
Karen Helen Keller.
Doug Dunbar.
All right.
We are back and we are
Right.
fired up. The
Oh,
last
Wow,
thing before
we're all
we went
amped up
live.
tonight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what Greg said.
I'm
amped
about
up.
ready to flip this house over. I ain't even playing.
we're breaking with tradition a lot tonight.
Oh, at least we're not breaking wind.
Well,
yeah,
That's good.
yeah. Well, I don't know.
Normally that's what we
you didn't
do.
hear me earlier.
As far as you know, we aren't.
My ass is singing like Pavarotti. I ain't playing.
SPD.
So yes, we're gonna do things a little different tonight, but we'll get to that in a little bit. So how's
My
everybody?
ass or the...
No,
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
the show. So how's everybody doing?
I don't know, but you talking about that, and I worked from home this week, and Jimbo, he had the worst gas ever. So I'm sitting there and I'm working. Guess how my week was? Whew, I
For
cleared
y'all
out
you
my
don't know,
sinuses.
Jimbo is our English bulldog.
Yes.
Our mascot.
And he's got to be right by you at all times.
He
He's
does.
such a little
He's
lover boy.
He's a lover boy, for sure.
But so I'm sitting there, and I'm working, and I'm kind of far away. I'm old, so I had to read something on the computer. So I went to, I know, right? I went to lean up, and I just got this whiff, this cloud. It was like a grade wow.
It's like serving ice cream.
Yeah.
When you're right up on top of it, he's all like, take
and
that.
made my eyes water. I
Oh.
swear to God. And I'm in meetings like the whole time, so it's not like I can say, "Excuse me, my dog just farted. Could you give me a minute?"
So I was at the office this week, and I usually,
Of course, because you
I
don't
usually-
work from home.
I don't work from home, and just because my wife works from home. But anyway, that's a whole different story. But anyway, I take Jimbo to the office about 3 to 4 times a week, right? So I took him to the office, and one of my customers came in, and he's getting ready to leave, and we're having a conversation, and I'm standing behind my desk, and he's standing about 5 feet away from my desk, and all of a sudden he stops talking, goes, "Holy shit!" I go, "What?" He goes, "Oh my God!" He starts fanning his face. I go, "Oh yeah, you talking?" And Jimbo never missed a beat. He laid right there like everything was cool. Like
Ain't nothing but a thing.
yeah. So he's going, "I gotta get the hell out of here." So I said, "Leave that door open for a few minutes, man." Oh my goodness, he's something else. I love him.
That's
Absolutely
great.
love him.
Hey,
That's
we
awesome.
talk about everything on this show.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, no
Yes, we
limits. No limits.
We've all been there. Come on.
Right. So back to we're kind of finally officially back all to American whiskey, and
Right.
that kind of fits in with what we're doing tonight. But we'll get into that in a little bit. But
There's another angle on what we're doing today.
yeah, and then we are going to
Yeah.
move forward. We have the Whiskey Rebellion. We're going to be off next week, but we have the Whiskey Rebellion kind of episode on the 9th. So we'll talk a little bit more about that. And anyway, that's kind of what's coming up. And then Tribe's doing well.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Tribe is
exciting.
doing awesome.
Great game yesterday. Great game. I heard it. I didn't watch it.
I watched
Well, we
it.
got the Pirates this weekend, so I
I didn't want to kneel. My knees been bothering.
they actually gave the Cubs a hard time. They beat the Cubs a couple of the last 2 games, and
Yep.
so nothing's guaranteed. But we some exciting weekend of baseball.
Well, and I'm a huge baseball fan. I have to say, this whole COVID thing just totally threw me off, and I really haven't been paying attention to the who, what's, and whys about what's going on. But does everybody get to go to the playoffs this year? Like, what's...
No, but there's I think 3 teams per for the 2. There's like 6 teams from the American League, 6 teams I think from the National. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but
Yeah, because
anyway.
I went and I looked at the standings today.
But
and
we have a
it's-
good division. That's why there's like 3 of us that are going to make it: the Sox and Minnesota and then Cleveland.
Indians.
So are already in. So
Well, and that's great because a couple of years ago, everybody was so down on.
and they got rid of the
Central.
1 game playoff crap that I
Thank
hated.
God.
Yeah, that was kind of.
That, it just
I agree.
baseball's not a game that should where you can decide a series in 1 game, because it's
Right.
so then it just comes down to who has the best pitcher, pretty much.
Should be at least 3 games. If you're
Yeah.
gonna do something,
I
it
think
should be
this
3 games.
the 3 games like
3
they
games.
have this year. I hope they keep that. I think it's going to be a lot.
Are they doing that this year?
Yeah, that's what.
Oh,
with
that's
no
what it
1
should
game,
always been.
it's going to be 2 out of 3. Yeah,
Beautiful.
so that's a lot better, more fair.
Well, at least we'll
kind
win
of
one of
contest.
those games.
Well, with our pitching, and pitching is the thing in the playoffs. So
Bieber.
that because the Indians have a embarrassment of riches when it comes to pitching, I think it's that bodes well for them, and we're seeing it now, and it kind of as the lead up to the playoffs. So anyway, what are you smoking, G?
I'm smoking a Royal Havana cigar. I'm trying to think of the name of the cigar.
One of our great sponsors.
Yeah, one of our great sponsors,
Royal
Royal Havana cigars. It's
Yes.
an Ecuadorian blend, and
Habanero, or no, that's a
yeah,
pepper.
Habano.
Sorry.
so sorry, not
Habano or what? Habero?
I don't know. I'm trying to help you out over here. Come on, go with it. Go with it.
And this cigar, it's got a lot of great fillers in it, and my mind is a complete blank.
No.
It is. It is. I just invited somebody to the 4th of July party, so
Yeah, you guys coming to the 4th of July party on the 24th?
Yeah, well.
4th of July party.
Everybody looked at me like, "What are you talking about?" I couldn't even say it was Christmas in July because
Yeah.
it was actually be Christmas in October. But
And-
anyway, enough of that bullshit.
And that was stone cold sober,
oh
too.
my god, it was
So,
before
go
I was
figure.
drinking.
But I'm smoking again tonight, and so I was at Royal Havana, and I got an acid Cuba.
Cuba.
I
Yes,
love
yeah.
these sugary, vanilla, sweet,
Yeah.
great smell.
Of course, I don't smoke.
Drew Estates.
If I was, I would be having a Carrillo Dark. Dusk, sorry.
Close.
No, if I did smoke.
You almost had it. You were like
Carrillo.
this close.
Carrillo Dark.
Just a bit
You
outside.
saw what I
yeah.
did, right? I went
Yeah.
this close.
So I've been, what have you guys? You guys read anything good lately, or do you just
Have I
like
read anything?
Well, I made a
As far as
conscious
what?
decision to read more and watch social media less and watch the news less. So I've just been reading.
Well, I've been
You guys-
very wrapped up into politics, but we won't get into that.
Well, I try to
You don't
get
do any
away from that a
politics
little
on this
bit, but
I
just
did
been
a
reading
funny.
everything I can get my hands on.
Have you? Well, so what have you read that's good?
Well, it's just articles and things. For
Yeah.
example, that despite the high cost of living, it remains popular.
Well, yeah, that does kind of provide an incentive. Yes.
And I was reading
Hang on,
about
hang on.
Discovery Magazine. I was reading an article about the quantum world, and there's a lot
Oh,
of
okay.
strange stuff
Uh-huh.
going on at the subatomic level.
They're talking big about meteors.
But I learned long ago that you can't trust atoms because they make up everything.
True. We'll leave it at that, kids. We'll leave it
Wah,
at that.
wah.
Okay.
All right.
No, I'm just kidding. That was fun.
Yeah, I mean,
I told you.
I
we were
write my
shaking-
own stuff, but that's what you
You're
get.
doing a great
price you
job.
gotta pay.
You guys that was probably pretty apparent. So anyway, I mean, our show is a little. Let's get on with the show.
All right, let's do it, man.
Oh my
So,
god! So we are shaking things up a
Yeah.
little bit this week. You'll see some bottles in front of us today, and Big G made a sign. It said Infinity bottles.
Because
So
we didn't
although
want people to get the wrong idea.
So, although some of those bottles are very recognizable, it's not what you think that's inside the bottles. So we're going to go
those are the decanters, if you will, of what we picked to do our Infinity bottles. So I'm actually missing one of the antique collections, which is the Sazerac bottle. I ended up not ending. I had 4 of the 5 antique collections and tried to save the bottles, and unfortunately they accidentally got thrown out. So I ended up with the George T. Stagg bottle, and what was the other one? The Thomas Handy Sazerac
Tom
Rye.
Hardy, my favorite.
Is it Hardy?
No,
Handy.
that's what I call it.
Yeah,
Tom
okay.
Hardy.
And I was gonna say I've been saying it wrong for all these years, but and then Doug has got the 175 Willet bottle, man, which is
Yes,
beautiful.
so obviously that's one of the most iconic bottles that there is.
I'm
I
gonna
think.
rub that bottle and see if Barbara
Yeah.
even falls out of
Yeah,
it.
I mean, exactly. It looks
Even though
like the
she's in her
genie
90s.
bottle, like exactly. So when that was empty, I decided that had to be my Infinity bottle. And
Well,
we're
you
gonna-
haven't seen my new Infinity bottle that I started, but we'll get to that later.
We'll get to that, and I think since we're going to talk about this whole topic of infinity bottles, and that will be kind of the subject of our tasting tonight, we're going to start out with the Whiskey Wizard, who's going to tell us a little bit more about that, and then we'll come back and do some tasting.
All right, so how long's the show?
How long is the show?
The Whiskey Wizard.
About 8 minutes.
About 8 minutes, kids.
Well, yeah, 7.5. Something.
We ready to start on that?
Yeah.
Do we
All
want to
right.
go to it already?
Very good.
Okay.
Back in
Very
8
good.
minutes, kids. Stay tuned.
Whiskey Wizard. It's the Whiskey Wizard.
Hello and welcome to the Whiskey Wizard, where we say that whiskey making takes scientific knowledge, an artisan's skill and dedication, and a bit of the wizard's alchemy of light, air, earth, and fire. Okay, I want to get into something special this time. That is something I do, and that I've recently discovered others are doing as well. A decade and a half or so ago, I took a special 1-liter container and started putting the last few drams of every bottle of single malt I consumed in it. Over the course of a year, the bottle was approaching full. Some friends found out about it and coaxed me into sharing some of it with them, even though my target was to have the bottle 100% full. I'd say it was 90% full, so I figured, okay, let's give it a taste. And I have to say, we were so pleased it became a traditional aspect of our annual September wilderness trip. We have our own name for this special mixture of single malts, which technically means we created our own vatted malt. These friends and I call it the Hammer Hang. Now, I'm pretty sure I made this up many years ago, but Big G says he's been doing the same thing for some time, but he puts any kind of whiskey in his. When he gets near the bottom, he begins refilling it again by adding a little from the top or bottom of each bottle he opens or consumes. He calls it his infinity bottle. So I think for our discussion, that's a good enough general name for this practice. So here I have what looks to be a bottle of Willett's famous pot still, wheated bourbon. In actuality, it's an infinity bottle I've just managed to fill this week. This infinity bottle contains portions of every American whiskey I've had, bourbons, ryes, and even a dash of one American single malt. I'd say it's been about 9 months in the making. Normally it takes a bit longer, but with the pandemic, my consumption was up a wee bit. With my single malt Scottish Infinity bottles, I try not to mix wine, sherry, port finished whiskeys, say, like Macallan, with heavily peated, smoked whiskeys like Ardbeg or Lefroy. I found that those two flavors do not play all that well together. Instead, I declare what I'm going for in advance. I found you can use Lowland and Speysides, even Campbelltowns in any mixture as a base. Then I decide if I'm going to go for finished whiskeys or a more peated and smoky contribution from the Highlands and the Islands. Anyway, this is a bit of a refinement, even though my first attempt just put any single malt in there, and it was still pretty damn good. Okay, so here we have what I'll call the 2020 Pandemic Infinity Bottle. And as I've said, this one's only American whiskeys. And because life is short, I try to drink the best stuff around, so there's no slackers in here. It'd be interesting to know what the actual proof is, and if we applied the industry criteria, would this officially be a rye or a bourbon? Perhaps this could be a scientific endeavor suitable for a future episode. Okay, so let's do a tasting of this bad boy. This might be a bit of a hefty pour. Amber with some deep reds in there. Decent legs on this. I think this probably has more bourbon than rye, and that comes through, I think. Although it still has nice cinnamon spices and a hint of cloves on the nose. It's got more of a creme brulee than the more typical sweetened vanilla extract kind of taste that you get from the typical charred oak barrel. It has some light fruit, almost what I call a bubblegum flavor that's there before it fades into a very dry finish. While I do like this very much, the first sip is a little hot because I do have some pretty high proof contributions in here. So like I said, I'd like to really wonder what the actual proof is. So I'll drink this down over the next few months, or however long it takes, until I get to where there's just maybe a few pours left in it, and then I'll begin the process of refilling it all over again until it's full. So will I be conscious of what I'm buying and putting into it, so the next one's going to be different? Well, probably somewhat. Anyway, I'm always seeking out new offerings, so I imagine it's going to happen anyway. So what about you? How do you think your infinity bottle might taste? Are you up for it? Give it a try and let us know, how it comes out. It's totally up to you, but we think it's another way to have fun with whiskey, and it makes for an enjoyable experiment. See how the various flavor profiles mix and how these unique mixtures of spirit react with your nosing and tasting sensibilities. I like the continuous nature of an infinity bottle. If you leave a little behind before your next attempt, you could end up with literally hundreds of different whiskeys in there after so many years. Well, at any rate, that's it for this edition. This is Douglas Dunbar, the Whiskey Wizard, for the Whiskey Roundtable. Cheers. It really is good. And now, back to the live show.
Whoop whoop!
Whoa.
And we are back. And look, we have a new magical guest that showed up. Hi.
It's my lovely wife, Shauna, and she's going to be helping us with the next segment because we're going to do, instead of our normal tasting, we're going to be sampling our respective infinity bottles. And so G has 2 and I have 1. And but not only are we going to do our tasting and our scoring for each of these, we're going to be doing that blindfolded, and we're going to be kind of doing a blind taste test comparison. So, and we'll be doing the scoring and everything like we normally do. G, tell us about your infinity bottles.
So I have 2. I actually have had 3, but the other one's not done yet. But anyway, so one is we have probably 70 different whiskeys in there.
70.
70. Yeah, okay.
Wow, that's you got me by
so,
probably double.
That bottle is all the Wellers, scotches, different, even the bottles that they're in actually.
And so you have kind of just whatever you had, so it's you didn't discriminate. So whether it was a Scottish whiskey or a bourbon
there's
or a
scotch,
rye
there's
or,
tequila.
Even.
Yeah, we put it all in there. We don't play.
Okay.
All right. So, and then the second bottle. The second
Sorry,
bottle.
I know that's one of your favorite.
The second bottle is mainly there's a lot of rye in there.
Okay.
Some Buffalo Trace
And
products.
so which of the 2 is that?
So
the Stag bottle?
The Stag bottle is the first
first
one that
one.
has all
First
kinds
one
of
has
stuff in it.
With the tequila?
We'll call it the
Yeah.
kitchen sink.
The kitchen sink
The
is in
kitchen
there, right.
sink
Okay.
infinity
And
bottle.
then the I would say the Thomas Handy bottle is probably maybe 40 different whiskeys and scotches and
The Thomas Handy bottle
Thomas Handy, yeah.
is that's kind of like there's no tequila in there.
right. I'm going to say that the I won't say nothing, but
Okay.
I'm going to say a lot of rye.
So
A lot of rye. There's some scotches.
Yeah.
There's some tequila in there.
so
Oh, there is tequila.
tequila in there.
Very little. Very little.
Okay, all right.
The the George T. Stagg bottle actually has some rum in there. So,
Okay, and the other one is mostly whiskeys.
right. The second bottle is mostly whiskey.
That's the
so it's
handy
in
bottle,
rye.
yeah.
Correct.
All right.
So
Well,
the first bottle is everything that I
Okay.
can get
So
my
the-
hands on.
The first bottle is mostly like a hairy buffalo,
yeah.
not necessarily an infinity bottle. If
Okay.
anybody grew up in the '80s, y'all had hairy buffalo parties.
That's
Come on.
right. That's right. So that's in the handy bottle. Okay.
Right. So,
Okay.
What
Cool.
about you? What do you got in there?
Well, as I talked about in the Whiskey Wizard, it's all American whiskeys, so ryes and bourbons, and then I did have a bottle of an American single malt that my buddy Chris Snyder
Chris
gave me,
Chris?
and for
Good guy.
Christmas a couple years ago, and so there's a little bit of that in there as well.
Awesome.
So it's pretty pure in terms of being an American whiskey. Infinity bottle.
Chris
so.
would have loved this show tonight. He
I
would
know.
have-
Yeah, I
He would
know.
have loved this show tonight.
he was supposed to be.
And he
here
is supposed to
tonight.
be here tonight. He's in a
Well, he's got
in a
business
very
going
busy time with his
Sure.
It
business.
happens.
It happens.
So, but
We
he
can still
will.
beat him up.
We're gonna do
Pittsburgh.
the topic we planned on, hopefully soon, and he'll be calling in to participate. So,
Awesome.
Whiskey Rebellion, right?
yeah, we're gonna talk about the Whiskey Rebellion. That'll probably be our next show on the 9th of October. So.
So based on all of those intros that you guys have just done,
All right.
I'm gonna have to go with the Hairy Buffalo bottle, just because it's got tequila in it, and tequila is my absolute favorite. So I'm gonna
Well,
say
you-
that's gonna be my.
You're predicting. You're
I'm
making a
I'm
prediction. Okay.
predicting.
Just
okay?
that higher amount tequila, your favorite thing, is going to push that one over on the taste, and you're going
Right
to
over
you
here.
think you're going to select that one.
Uh-huh.
You're going to rank that one the highest because we're going to be doing all this tasting and nosing, and then obviously scoring with our blindfolds on. So is that time to do that?
Put your blindfolds
Our
on.
training
people.
bras.
Okay. Put your training bras on.
Come
you
on,
guys.
gals. You all
I got
remember
something a
back in
little
the
bit
day,
different
we
here.
all had something like this.
I got-
Greg, it may still fit you.
Probably.
I have converted my COVID mask into a blindfold here.
So before I put this
Yes.
on, so my Hairy Buffalo is the George T. Stagg, correct?
Mhm.
Okay.
That's the one you think you're going to pick.
That's the one
I'm
I
going
think
to turn
I'm gonna-
away just in case my thing
Yeah.
falls off.
I feel like a bug.
Now, since I can't type or record these scores as I normally do, Shauna will be doing that and
And I-
taking notes, so we can score this,
It's
see
dark
who
down here.
see whose infinity bottle comes out on top, and see who picks what. So it'll be be interesting to
These
do.
are cool. I mean, literally, I cannot see crap.
Yeah, I mean that's
Oh, so this is all right.
so Shauna will
I
be.
love you, honey. No, I'm just kidding.
G,
You didn't hear me say anything.
here's yours.
Okay.
No, put your hand
Wait.
out.
Wait a minute.
Put your
She'll
hand
come
out.
to you. She'll come to
Where you
you.
at?
We didn't rehearse this, folks.
Just
so
yeah, put your hand
anything
out.
might happen.
Just like where she was sitting, right?
Yeah,
Douglas?
but I'm trying to. All right.
All right, so
Karen, put
this is
your hand out.
this
Me?
is going to be Infinity Bottle
That's
number
me.
1. We'll call
Infinity
this
bottle number 1.
Okay. I do need to be able to notice it.
I smell lots and lots and lots of bourbon.
Hey, Shauna.
Yeah?
Put those bottles on the ground.
Put the bottles on the ground.
Yep.
Why?
So nobody can tell which bottle was started.
Well, no, I mean, I want
We're
Oh,
not
the
gonna
guests,
take
the
our
audience.
blinds
The
off.
audience
oh
can know.
shit!
Yeah, they
I
can
wish
be
you
in
had
on
told
it.
me that earlier. All right, can you hang on 1 second because I don't want to screw my thing up here. Okay, thank you. I got it. I apologize, kids.
Are you wreaking havoc on the whole thing here?
Well, I just kind of thought that we'd take our mask off and do the thing and blah blah blah, and then go back. But okay, I get
No,
it.
no.
it's all with the mask on. You can't.
It's all blind, so
Will be number 1, 2,
Blindfold.
and 3.
So,
Okay, so why don't
nosing.
we? I'm gonna nose, and then let's talk about the nose.
I'm nosing. I smell a lot of bourbon in here.
I get
Mm.
I'm getting a lot of kind of. I almost get like almond.
It's sweet.
I get
creme
grandma's
brulee.
panties in here.
Oh, hey now.
toasted marshmallow.
Grandma doesn't stink. Toasted marshmallow.
Man, it
Mm.
smells good.
Yeah.
It does smell good.
I get man, I get candy, I get fruit,
Yeah.
Very
I get,
sweet,
I
very
get,
sweet.
I get all kinds of stuff in here. I get raisins.
Nice fruity notes, and yeah, I can go with
Orange
like
out
a
of there.
plum or a raisin, a little bit of
And a
citrus
banana.
peel.
It's wow. This is an amazing scent.
Wow, this must be mine.
Of course.
Must be mine.
You are stupid.
Okay, going for the taste,
Okay,
people.
so
we
time to
taste?
taste.
Taste.
I can't even find my mouth.
Oh yeah, baby.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
I get a hint of peat out of there.
Now, if there's tequila in here, I'll shoot myself.
Well, I tell you,
you know-
what, it is a fruit palate. It's very good.
Now I'm getting some
It's-
of that bubble gum, which I had on my. I gotta think this is mine.
Where do you put your bubble gum? I'm sorry.
Yeah. A hint of that bubble gum kind of taste.
You know what? I get heavy, heavy, heavy rum on the finish.
Rum cast, maybe.
I
Wow.
don't know though. Yeah, now you're
I can't
because I
find
don't
my
know that
mouth.
I had it. Well, did I have any rum cask that went in this?
Boy, is that good.
Well, I think.
Well, you guys have to finish it
Yeah.
because.
I finished mine. I ain't playing.
All right. You have to
I
finish
don't know
it
how
because
much
I
I
have to
have
wipe
left.
it out for the number 3.
I'm gonna go down
Oh
here
my
and see
gosh.
how much I have left.
It's really good.
Okay, yeah, I can do this. This is really fantastic.
I tried to keep it just to a wee dram.
Very good.
a wee dram, just a wee.
A wee dram.
Very good.
This is amazing, and
All
now
right,
I'm
well-
all warm inside.
While we're at it, then why don't we go ahead and score as we finish these?
Okay.
I'll go first.
Go ahead.
It's always tough to be the first one
It is
because you don't know what's coming.
You know, we've had a lot of good whiskeys recently, and we've been, I'm thinking about the scoring. This is more of a haphazard thing than an intentionally made product. But I got to say, I really like this. In a way, I'm almost hoping it isn't mine because that would be kind of cool, kind of just knowing how G
You know,
did his.
you're gonna laugh at me, but on the aftertaste, I don't mean to cut you off, Doug. I apologize.
No, go ahead.
Too late.
I get Coca-Cola, man.
I can see that, yeah. I was trying to put my finger on it. There's a little bit of a kind of a cola.
Very good. Very
'Cause
good.
that's the, yeah.
So, how are you scoring it?
What do you got, Doug?
You know what? I like this a lot. I think it's exceptional. I'm giving it a 4.0. This is,
Ooh.
All right.
if I just took a commercial bottle and tasted it, that's kind of where I feel I would come down on this. There's a lot of complexity. There's a lot going on, but yet it all melts together really well. There's
Yep.
nothing off. There's no off flavor about it. It's just it's very well put together, like a distiller might do. So anyway, that's my score 4
All right.
Yeah,
for Infinity number 1.
I'm gonna go next. I guess we're gonna go around the table.
Sure.
I was with you. That was the first number that I thought of was a 4. I'm kind of leaning a little bit higher, so I'm gonna go
Oh shit.
4.1.
Wow, for
Just 'cause-
Karen, that's
Huge.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
huge.
Huge. Just because I don't know what's coming, but
Just like your bra son.
that 41, 40.
Yeah,
Anyway,
Yeah.
this is really, really fantastic. I love it. It's sweet. It's candied. It's not
There's
harsh.
no
There's
no
burn.
harshness in it at all. Yeah,
Yeah, it's just
it's a pleasure. It's pleasure
wow.
drinking. Yeah.
4.1 for me.
All right.
4.1. Okay.
Nice.
How about you, G?
I'm gonna go with Doug and be a solid 4.0, man.
All
It's
right.
great.
Everybody's
It's
been a
fantastic.
fan of number 1. So
Okay, everybody, drink it down because you've got number
think I-
2 coming.
All right.
Drink it down.
Ziggy Zuggy,
Okay.
Ziggy Zuggy.
Hoi,
Ziggy,
hoi,
ziggy,
hoi.
ziggy, do it! Go, 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 go! All right, I will give you number 2 when I take number 1.
Okay.
okay.
You're gonna
So,
take a number 1 right
G?
here in front of everybody.
Here.
There you go.
Thank you.
I have to get closer to you, Karen. Okay. Number 2.
Ooh, that's a little spicy.
Numero.
Oh, Jennifer Lopez.
Oh, Jennifer Lopez. Oh,
Okay.
Jennifer Lopez.
Numero. That's what I was gonna say.
Numero D.
Oh,
Onde
no.
trois, quatre, cinq.
The tequila.
Oh, okay.
Tequila.
I'm nosing already. Sorry.
I smell tequila in this one. I may be wrong.
What?
I may
This
be
has a
very, very
really
wrong.
great. This is a
Wow.
really great nose, also though.
Yes, it is.
Not as sweet as the last
Not
one.
as sweet, but there's a lot going on there, which I guess it makes sense given
I got the tequila in this one. Huge.
this must be a G because there's so much going on.
I get grape out of it, man.
Did you put
Yeah,
Schlevo?
good grape.
I did do Schlevo.
I
did
get some.
moonshine.
I get.
I did.
There you go.
Nah.
There's that plum grape. Yeah,
I've
I
done it
bet
all.
this has to be one of yours.
Oh, we make big party.
We make big latte. Peggy, listen. You have no plan today. You come hang out with
No, yeah.
We make
You
big
don't
party.
do nothing.
Oh my goodness, that smells fantastic.
It does. It really has a great nose. It does. It's almost more like
It's
that,
great.
like our cognac.
Oh, I
Yeah.
put cognac in mine too.
Yours?
I forgot until he starts doing his
Is
thing.
there- is there a
I
little-
put so much into both bottles.
Did you have a little beer in here? Maybe
Oh,
some
no
moonshine.
beer. I don't want to ruin
Do
it.
you want beer? I got.
No. No, but this does
Listen,
have a, I have
you'll,
to say
you'll know when you're drinking mine because I soaked a sock in there.
No, for the love of shit.
All right.
there's
Pulled it
nothing.
out, and,
There's nothing that smells objectionable or off in this. It's very actually
It's
is very
nice.
appealing.
It's very nice.
All right,
It is.
I'm gonna go in because this.
I'm gonna go
Yeah.
into, and it does not have a strong bourbon whiskey to it, at least to me.
I get a lot of spice and it's kind of flat.
It is flat.
It's a little flat.
I'm gonna. I definitely know there's some single malt here, so I know this is one of yours, G.
Look at you.
Well, I mean, it could be totally embarrassing myself,
Yeah, well,
but
I could too, but it wouldn't be the first time I've done that, and it won't be the last, so it's all good.
I gotta taste a little.
I feel like there's a little more. Like I'm getting some Scotch whiskey along with the
Ooh.
American whiskey here, and
I get a lot of
but
rye out of it.
I don't.
I get a lot of rye out of it. Man, it's spicy like a rye. I won't say
It is
rye.
very
It's
spicy.
spicy like a rye. It really is.
But if there's any like both of your bottles you said had tequila, I'm
Yeah.
not getting anything.
No, second bottle doesn't have tequila.
Oh,
The first bottle, it was everything I could pack in there.
but if it was a small amount, we might not really pick it up.
But I'll tell you what,
tequila
this-
adds a kind of a smokiness.
this
so that
drink's more like a rye. That's in my personal opinion. Just my personal opinion.
it does feel
It
more
does- it
rye-ish,
does smell more
and
rye.
more spicy, more dry. I don't dislike it though. It's a nice infinity bottle, whatever it is. So
It is nice. It's the first one we had so much sweetness and just depth to it, and this one it doesn't. You said flat, Greg, and
Yeah, it's kind of flat.
and
but
that it has like a lack
But
of
it-
depth.
It does, but it's definitely, in my personal opinion, it has a rye flavor to me. I might be wrong, but it has a rye flavor. To
it
me.
doesn't have the complexity that
No, the first
my
bottle.
bottle. I mean, bottle number one
Oh
had.
shit!
Oh, listen to you. Your mind's already made up.
All right,
yeah,
I'm gonna rate it.
Jono's giggling. I probably am making an
I'm gonna rate it
embarrassment. Go ahead. Jim.
Okay, G.
3.8.
3.8.
So you still like this, right?
I do like
Yeah,
it. It's very good. It's very good.
Yeah.
Even though the first flavor I had was a little bit flat, it still tastes a little flat to me. But
It's certainly.
It's good.
Yeah,
It's still
not
good,
bad.
man.
There's
It's
nothing
good.
I would go. Ugh, I
if
wouldn't
I
like.
came to your house, I'd drink that bottle.
Yeah, if somebody served this to me, I'd go, "Oh, this is good." I'd be
Very good.
hanging with it.
All right.
What about you, Karen?
So the first one, somebody mentioned Coca-Cola, and now I get that after tasting this one.
On this
because
one?
when you said flat, you know when you drink pop and it's
And it's
pop
like a
soda
flat, not
wherever you are in
carbonated.
the country, you've got like that effervescent kind of taste in your mouth. This doesn't have that. which is making me think that this one has more of the tequila in it, because tequila is not that way. So I'm going to say this is the one with the tequila, and I'm going to eat my words.
That's all right. No,
No, and I'm going to say the tequila did not do a favor to this. I could be totally wrong. But I'm going to lower
Yeah.
my score from the first one. And Greg, I think I'm going to go with you and say 3.8 on this one. It's still good.
So you're saying even though you're a big tequila fan, you think in combination with the American whiskeys and the Scotch whiskey and all that, it just doesn't work as well for you.
Exactly, it doesn't work. Exactly.
Okay. Well, I'm not averse to this. I think it's solid. I like you said,
Yeah,
if somebody
it's all
served this
good.
to me
It's
and I
very
was
good.
hanging out, I would be happy to drink this. I'm with you. I'm gonna go 3.7.
All right.
Look
All
at
right.
us.
There we go.
We've been hanging together way too long.
All right, down it.
All right.
Finish it.
What are you
One,
doing?
1, 2, 3, finish.
Ziggy zuggy, ziggy zuggy. Oi, oi, oi.
Okay, Greg.
Okay, I'm
Alright,
on to number 3.
Number 3.
Infinity bottle number 3.
Infinity bottle numero 3.
Okay.
Un, deux, trois.
Ooh, cinnamon.
That's French.
Yeah,
And
I know.
you guys out in the audience, don't give it away. We're almost done here.
It's not like we can see them giving it away or anything. This
Okay.
literally,
Oh, what
I
do we
don't
got
have
going
any
on
light
here?
out of anything. I can't see crap.
No, I can't. Even with this, I can't see a
Ooh,
dang thing. So.
there we go.
All I see is bad memories.
Wait, did our wedding flash before your eyes?
Oh, boy, you said a mouthful.
If I could turn back time.
I get a ton of cinnamon out of it.
Cinnamon.
So I'm
Yes.
wondering if this isn't the high tequila bottle.
All right, I'm going in, kids.
I'm getting a lot on the nose here.
Tell me the nose smells. I'll write them down. What are you getting?
I get pepper.
Pepper.
I'm gonna say I'm getting agave.
Ooh,
Agave.
I get a lot of spice out of it.
You two
Uh,
aren't sending like smoke signals to each other, are you over there?
No,
I just want to make sure.
He's probably got his mask off.
Yeah, no,
He
no.
probably does. That's
There is some.
Whoa.
This one doesn't have a lot of distinct. I wouldn't say bourbon or rye or Scotch odor. It's just
This one takes me back to the first one, where it's got kind of a sweetness to it.
I get a hint of sweet, but then I don't get a whole lot of other things. So
Oh, I know that smell.
It's hard to
yeah,
distinguish between the flavors, kind of.
I'm not getting.
Man,
a lot
I get a
distinct-
high rye out of it. High rye, a lot of fruit. You know, and it's all over the fruit is all over the board. It's like oranges, lemon. It's dark cherry. It's raisin. It's good. Oh my goodness.
Guys, I just have to say, if you have not done an infinity bottle yet,
You have to do one.
You
have
gotta do one.
got
Good idea.
Hopefully,
do one.
hopefully this inspired you to see what you can come up with. But I have to say, at least the first two were incredible. I wasn't really all that sure what we would get. This one, at least from the nose, I haven't tasted yet. The nose is a little shallow for me. I'm not getting all the things you are, G,
Agree.
but it is number 3, so there could be some olfactory desensitization going on.
Factory. Look at
yeah.
you.
I'm the whiskey wizard.
That's
Come
too
on.
many syllables for this
Oh,
show.
my goodness.
Stop.
All right, sorry.
Can we put our glass down?
I don't know if my nose is as keen on the third one as the first one, but
That could happen. You're exactly
my
right.
taste buds usually don't
Don't lie.
dissipate as quickly. So let's see what we get on the palate.
A lot of pepper. I get a lot of heat. A lot of heat.
Meaning that it's high alcohol
It's,
or
it's spicy, real spicy.
spicy.
Pepper.
Well, you know, I pre-gained with the Peerless bourbon, which is what is that 117 proof. So
Right.
maybe that's why I'm not getting so much burn, but.
It's not as peppery on the taste
Yeah.
as it is on the nose to me. It's smoother.
I got that warm, fuzzy feeling in my stomach. Which is,
Ooh.
There's a little bit of that bitterness that I get with tequila. So I'm
I
gonna
could
guess
drink
this
this while
is
I'm plowing
Greg's high
driveway.
tequila bottle. Again, I could be totally embarrassed by this, but and there's a little bit of that smokiness that you have with the.
Mhm.
I'm assuming it's a good tequila, Greg, right?
I don't
Because
have any. I don't
you wouldn't have
anything
any
bad
like.
here.
Yeah,
I got no bad tequila.
what's your
nothing.
favorite tequila? By the way?
All of them.
My favorite tequila is Dobel Black Maestro.
What is in this, or in one of these, Greg? Tequilas.
I had a couple of tequilas. You know, we don't. I'm not being an arrogant asshole, but
Yeah, you are. It's okay.
I'm not.
love you.
We
Well,
just
no, you
have-
don't drink. You don't
we have
drink
good- we have,
crappy stuff.
What was it? Cefacito,
Yeah. Oh my God, Suavecito.
Suavecito,
Okay.
Don Julio, 1942.
Yeah, I
Oh,
figured it
you
would
threw
be.
that
I
in there
got
too?
Whatever it is, it's definitely not.
No, I have.
It's not Jose Cuervo.
Patron Silver and all the different ones, Anejo and all that. But anyway, all right. So can I rate
Go ahead. Jim.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. Let's go ahead.
3.7?
3-7.
3.7. Okay, I need to think about this one a little bit because I'm trying to compare it to the last one. It's very comparable to the last bottle that we tried.
First bottle we
Although
tried
there
was
is
my favorite.
there's like almost like a Play-Doh. Like I
Play-Doh.
get Play-Doh. You know that
Play-Doh?
smell that Play-Doh has? There's a little.
Like a fuzzy pumper?
What are you
kind of
making a
Play-Doh?
horse? What are you doing over there?
Well, no, it's not. I think it's not a bad thing. That's what I get.
Did you used to eat
know-
Play-Doh?
So I'm
little
go-
bit,
I'm
I mean-
going.
And glue
I'm,
as a
I'm
kid?
gonna go in the order
No
that.
paste. I like.
I'm gonna go in the order
paste.
that we tried. I like the first
Okay.
one the best, the second one, and the third one.
Okay.
Okay.
That's my order.
So what was your score on this one again?
3.7.
3.7.
What do you say, Karen?
I'm going to say 3.9 on this one.
3-9. Okay.
That's why I think it's the tequila
Tequila.
one. I'm gonna go with Greg. I'm gonna just down him a little bit at 3.65.
Oh, you
Oh.
3.65.
bastard.
You know what? And I will tell you, regardless of what the findings are, these are all fantastic.
They are all good.
scores.
There's no doubt about it.
And
They're
you know
all
what?
good.
Yeah, because even this one, which I didn't, of the three, I prefer the less. I'd be happy to sit by a fire and drink this all night with a good cigar if I smoke cigars.
I'd be happy if you smoke a friggin' cigar
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
sit on
If
my
I did
lap
smoke,
and we could watch the fire burn.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Just playing.
Come on, honey.
Okay,
Clear a
all
place
right.
up-
Well, can we
clear a
take off
place
our
off on your
You
blindfolds?
lap.
can
now?
take the blindfolds
Okay.
off.
All
Now,
right.
I'm just wondering if I give
Ooh,
you
it's bright out here.
just a little taste of each, if you can determine if it's 1, 2, or 3.
Oh,
Holy
you're
shit.
going to throw another wrinkle at us?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
all
love
right,
wrinkles.
We like that.
Do you want to try that?
Yeah.
Sure.
I can't
yeah.
get my eyes used to the light.
Okay.
Okay, so
Do
you
them
can
in
wipe.
the
So
same
I'll
We're
order.
give
going to
you-
wipe our glass.
Do them
or
in the
give us-
same order.
In the same order?
Same order.
No, because then you'll
No,
know.
you'll know.
Oh, well, oh, okay.
Her-
I'm sorry.
she's trying to
Yes,
give us
I
one more
I'm
go.
sorry.
Okay, so I'm giving you the antler
Okay.
bottle
Okay.
and just a little
See if we
splash.
can help discern. Oh, yeah, that's.
Here, pass that down to Shona.
Just a little
Pass,
splash.
this
right?
is yours.
Just
to
a little
Shona.
splash.
To Shona.
Like, is that enough of a splash?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
Perfect.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, are we doing a fire tonight?
We
I
can.
hope we can for like an hour.
Yeah, let's do a fire.
Okay, that's the antler one.
Oh, that's bottle number. Ooh.
Okay, this is real interesting for whiskey lovers. How good are we with all these?
You know what?
It's nice.
I'm a beer drinker, and that's what I got here, and this is what I do. So
Now you have all your senses about
This
you.
is the antler bottle.
you're
This is the
expecting
Now,
a
is the
large
antler
Shauna.
bottle the
This
one
is
that
the
was
antler
the
bottle.
high
The
tequila?
stag, the George C. Stag was the
His
one that
first
has
one.
every friggin' thing I
Yeah.
can put in there. Is in
Number
there.
3. That's number 3.
I think this is number 3 too. Also,
I'll wait until the very end. I'll let you know. I'll write it down what you're saying, and then. How about you, G? Do you have an opinion?
I don't have an opinion.
No opinion.
Holy hell, I need some
Okay,
water.
let me give you this one.
It's a lot of bourbon, folks.
a little swallow.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here,
I can use, these are clean.
No,
if
it's
you-
right there.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry about that.
Poor girl.
This, I think, is, well, I won't say it yet.
Yeah, this is bottle number 2 with the tequila. Were you gonna drink it through your nose, or are you just smelling it?
I'm going to have to taste. I was going to say number 1 from the nose, but let me.
No.
Yeah, my nose is, as I already said, is probably shot. No.
That's the tequila one. That's bottle number 2.
Now, I might change my choice when I get the third one. I would tend to say this is number 2.
I was going to say the same thing.
All right.
The
So
one
if
you
we're
guys,
wrong, we're at least equally wrong.
the one you guys, this was the second one we blind taste tested.
I think so.
I agree.
Okay. Ready?
Hang on. Yeah, hang on. I got to.
Oh, of course, Doug is gonna have the
Oh.
best one.
No, I see how this is all
That
stacked
whiskey
up.
wizard. Fix. It's fixed. There we are.
Listen to that noise when she pours that.
Glub,
I
glub,
know.
glub,
That's
glub,
why
glub,
I had to be
glub,
so
glub.
careful
You
that
know,
you could not hear
You were smart
what
to
I was
tell
doing
us that was
because
going to be an issue.
You are an
I knew.
amazing.
She knew
yes,
that this
look
bottle
at you.
makes a little
I knew,
noise.
like glug 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 glug. It makes the noise. Look at how it's shaped. It's gonna make a glug noise.
Oh yeah, baby.
This is number 1.
Yeah,
this
this
is
is
number
number
1.
one.
This is the highest score right here. Doug, you did it.
You guys gonna high five me now? Or
I will.
You gonna wait? For
I
the
will.
thunder?
I already know.
She's laughing. We're probably totally wrong.
I'm going to say this is number 2.
What? You just said the other one was number 2.
Did I say that?
Yes.
I wrote that down.
Did you?
Yeah, you did. Actually.
I'm going to say this is number 2.
Okay. So you can have a final say. You've had all
Now,
three.
what was it? What did I say for the first? What'd you pour for the first one? That we
Antler.
just gave us.
Antler was first.
Okay.
This
And
was
let's-
second.
I mean,
Let's
just
even
the second,
say if
second
anybody
time around that
wants-
we're
Yeah, yeah,
watching.
that's
yeah.
what
When
she
you're
said.
watching,
If anybody
you did
wants
Antler
another
first,
taste or
you
whatever,
did
you can have it
the
before
orange
you
one
make our
second,
final
and you
call.
just did Doug's.
You can have another taste of anything.
We tried the
before-
orange one.
Try the orange one again.
They kind of had a ride to me, but let me see.
Well,
Yeah.
now we know what bottle you poured from.
I know. That's the point.
I don't
This
know
is
what
the
bottle she
after.
poured
Oh,
from.
okay. Shh.
You don't know which one I did.
We already
blind,
have,
but
she
when
already
you
wrote
got
everything down, so
Yeah.
this is just kind of for extra grins. Like,
right.
Mark Anderson, you're all over the place. No más tequila. Esta es muy loco. Yes, it makes us crazy. That's why
no se
I love
puede
it.
conseguir más que lo que se puede bajar.
All right,
Oh, hell no.
just for the record,
Scarface.
What do you think?
number 1,
This was number 1,
number 2,
number 2,
number 3.
number 3. Anybody want to say?
I will say, God damn it, the Whiskey Wizard had the best one at number 1. I will say the George T. Stagg was number 2.
That's what we okay.
And the tequila one was number 3 because it was flat. I'm sorry.
2.
And yeah, I'm sorry to say I agree.
That's the order.
That's the order
Okay.
I think.
And survey says
Uh-oh.
You're all wrong.
Get the hell out of here!
Completely wrong.
Okay,
Okay, so tell us,
credibility
what got the
our
best
credibility
score?
is totally gone.
go
folks.
tequila, go tequila, go tequila. Number
Okay.
1.
Number 1 was the Antler bottle. This
Right.
is the one that G said he made first. He put everything in.
Everything in
It
the whole
has-
world is in
it
that, and that's the
has
one we
Adam
like.
Tequila. It has all that stuff in it, and you guys, that was actually the second one that you had.
Yes.
No,
Wait.
the third one that you had. on the blind taste test.
That was the last.
This was the last one that you
Last one,
had.
okay, okay.
The
Well,
things
we
that
didn't
you-
like the last one we had.
The things that you were saying were pepper, agave, shallow, spicy.
Oh, so that was
fruit,
number 3.
pepper. This was your
Number
third
third
one.
bottle.
Oh, okay.
Right, that,
yeah,
that's
but
what
I
I
would
said
agree.
was number 3.
No, but you were just saying. Okay.
Now we were saying we liked it.
Right.
So that was
Okay,
third
but
place.
but our
Okay.
in
This was
in
you-
defense, our palates are much more compromised now.
Right, they are.
But
Alright.
so
But you
so-
gave it a 3.9. You gave it a 3.65. You gave it a 3.7.
Yeah, that's appropriate, yes,
The
of
antler
course.
bottle.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Of course,
So-
that makes sense.
Okay.
So, but okay, go ahead.
Okay. This is the Thomas Mandy bottle.
Thomas
This is the
Mandy.
one
Hardy.
that has a lot of you're not sure if it has tequila or something, but it's mostly whiskey, and you put a lot of rye in this.
Correct.
Correct?
Correct.
This was your number one taste on the blindfold.
That-
Everybody
oh,
likes this
shit.
one the best. 4.0, 4.1, 4.0, sweet, Coke, vanilla, depth, right here.
This was G's
That'd be
number
This
the
was
one.
G's number 2 that you made because you said this was your first one. This is your second Infinity bottle, and this was the first one that you tasted blindfolded. Okay.
And that,
Oh,
and
that was the
has-
best one.
And then G, what remind us what was in that one again?
A lot of rise.
A lot of rise.
A lot of rise.
Okay.
There was mostly no whiskeys, no nothing. It was straight whiskeys, if you will. There was no moonshine or any
No,
of that
no
stuff
other.
in
okay.
there.
Okay.
Okay, that was mostly rise. Mostly rise.
Look at the color difference.
And
Pretty similar. Actually.
They're all very
They're
similar
very
colors,
similar
strangely. Yeah.
Char 4 maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Char 4.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
You know, and they were mostly
considering that you didn't have a lot of high char bourbons and
Right.
ryes in there. I mean, they're
so
very similar in color.
you know, that one was mostly rye, which I said,
Yeah.
you know, and there was you know, there was some Buffalo Trace in there and some Weller in there.
Oh, you
and-
probably put a lot of Buffalo Trace single barrels in, or
I did
barrel
not.
picks. No,
I did not.
No?
Listen,
Okay.
I'm going to be honest with you. When it comes to Buffalo,
I'm trying to
Trace
find a
single-
way out here, G.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, when it comes to Buffalo Trace
Give
single
me
barrel,
something to
he
hang
drinks
on
it
to.
all. He's not saving any for an infinity bottle.
You're
Right,
not putting
honey?
any of those barrel picks in the infinity
Okay.
bottle.
And
Okay.
Doug's was number 2. That was the
Okay.
second one you tasted, blind tasting. It was a 3.8, 3.8, 3.7. This is the one everybody said spicy right out of the gate, not bourbony, but it lacked some depth.
Well, you
Somebody
know why? Because
mentioned.
I
somebody
did put a lot
mentioned-
of the high proof. I had a lot of high proof things.
Somebody mentioned
like
single
the
malt
like the
on that one.
Peerless
And-
and the
but you
Wellers.
didn't put any single malts in here, but somebody
I didn't.
kind of tasted
So-
single malts.
Yeah.
So that was the one I thought there was a lot of tequila because it took the
Yes,
fizz out.
yes. You said it was more of a flat taste, but it actually got great scores: 3.8, 3.8, 3.7.
Yeah, yeah.
So
All
So okay, so if we could recap, which was by score the number 1?
that was this one, which was the one that you said had mostly rye in it. Your Infinity
Yeah.
bottle that had mostly rye. You have about 40 different kinds of whiskey.
Great job, G.
But you may have thrown in a little tequila or something. You weren't
Well,
really sure. But
Big
not-
G gets the.
All
But
right.
this one has
Big
more
G.
of like
So he's
70.
he's starting a
different
new
bottles
one
than this one.
over here.
So
So
I'm starting.
So
So
okay, so
I had some. I'm sorry.
old Oversold.
No, I
old
just-
overhaul. Okay.
no, do your thing. Do your thing.
114 old overhaul.
That's you're
Oversold.
starting your new infinity bottle.
Sazerac rye.
There you
Attaboy.
G's starting a new one.
That's how you do
It'll
it.
take a long time to get this shit together.
When you're
Just
almost
throw it
done
in
with
there.
a bottle, just
And
throw
I'll
it
tell
on
you,
out.
I'll tell you what, you guys, y'all watching the show tonight, you're gonna be all like, the Jim Beam.
Be like, what the?
Hey, look!
hell
I've got
are
to
you
admit, I
doing?
thought for sure I was going to win. I thought for sure
Jim,
I was.
I think
gonna
we all won, didn't we?
Jim
Well,
Beam
we all
Ghost.
did, but we did. But you know,
Jim Beam
they,
Ghost.
you know what? They were all very good. They were all
very good. You said that
Yeah.
one's very light. Why is that so light?
That's a
It's
Jim
Ghost.
Beam Ghost. We're going to talk about
Aged
that
in
next
brand
month.
new, uncharred oak
Oh,
barrels.
and you just the bottom
And
of it
that's gonna
just went
happen
into your
in,
infinity bottle.
We might talk about the ghost in October, right?
Yeah.
We're
We'll
talking
talk
about the
ghost
ghost in
in
October theme.
Okay.
Well, I'll tell you what. I think, in my personal opinion, go ahead.
I just want to say, can we recap
Yeah.
from number 1, number 2,
Yeah.
And number 3. Can we
So
put them
number
in order?
1 was this bottle right
The
here that has
Stag?
Tom Hardy.
No, not the Stag.
Oh.
The number 2 was Doug's bottle,
Okay.
and number 3 was the Stag bottle, which was the first one that has the 70 different kinds of alcohols in it.
Wow.
And you
Little bit everything.
I gotta say, like in
They
my
all
bottle,
look-
and not. I'm just saying in defense, like
They all look about the same.
those are all exceptional whiskeys that went into mine, and yet.
Do we not have anything
didn't
but
win,
good
and
whiskey?
it
I mean,
is-
let's be realistic.
And you kind of were mixing anything, tequila, scotch, bourbon, and that was the one that won.
Yeah.
So
I-
I don't know what
I
you
will-
make of
I
that,
will-
folks, but it's
I will
quite
not.
interesting.
I will not accept the winnership. I will not accept that because at the end of the day,
the winnership.
I would
at
like
the end
to
of the
defer.
day, at the end of the day, listen, and we drink some very good whiskey.
Well,
Okay.
everything that went into Aldi's, I'm going to venture to guess, even if it was tequila, it was going to be top shelf stuff. And it's just interesting that you can put those things together in one bottle, and it's still something that you can really enjoy.
It's good stuff.
So
man.
I got to recap. Which was the one with the most tequila? 'Cause
He
Number one.
said this one, the antler one.
Which
that
was
was
number,
the number 1.
And that was number 3,
Number 3.
in the
Oh.
tasting. That
Wah,
was number 3 in
wah,
the tasting.
which only means that tequila is not necessarily a good blend with bourbons and rye.
But you gave it you gave that a 3.9. So for you, this was number 2.
There you go,
This
girl.
was number
Makes sense.
1,
You
and
know
this
your
was number
palate.
3. Yeah.
You know your palate.
But
Yeah.
she's starting
You know
to get,
your palate.
but she's getting more of a whiskey palate, I might say.
I am because that's what I'm looking for now. I'm looking for more the
After
whiskey.
a couple years on the whiskey round table, you're picking
I'm getting there.
Oh shit.
I'm getting there.
Well, listen. I'll tell you what, kids.
This was
I-
fun.
A lot
it
of
was
fun.
Great
Yeah.
time, and we're gonna do this again
Yep.
after Christmas.
I'll
we're
take
gonna
my
do this
bra off
again.
my head.
Oh shit! We're gonna do our thing, and I'm glad that y'all stood in for all of our bullshit. But
Our
anyway.
bullshittery.
So-
our fuckery.
and
Right,
So
Marion?
Jeff Polis,
Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff.
Oh well, Jeff, what's
he
up?
asked about how about the hammer ship, and I'm assuming he meant the hammer hang.
He meant the hammer ship. Trust me.
What is that?
He's a friend of mine. I won't go there.
Well, it's
Jeff.
interesting.
So Jeff is known as, in my department, he's known as Oil Well Jeff. So when Jeff says he's putting a hammer down or whatever, he's got the rabbit, he's got the whole 9 yards. Listen, I talked to him in great length
Oh,
this
dear.
week for an hour and 40 minutes. Okay, we don't get together that often. I'm hoping he comes to the.
Jeff, did he bore you for that
Oh
long?
shit!
Oh my
Jeff,
god!
Jeff, you know
really?
Of course
that's
not.
bullshit. Jeff,
For
you
an
know it's
hour
bullshit.
and 40 minutes? Dude, what did you do? Did you go cook hamburgers while he was talking?
He was slept most of the time, but anyway. Me and Jeff are old friends. We've known each other for probably 20 years, but
Well,
you're a great guy.
When I
man.
saw that, it was funny because he asked about the hammer ship, and I, as we started out, and I said in the Whiskey Wizard, this whole concept started with something I did with single malts with my friends, and we called it the hammer hang.
Right, that's well.
And I won't go into the whole story, but
He just got
that
his
was
verbiage.
our name
He
for
just
it.
got his
so-
verbiage mixed up. He wants to know what that means.
Well, the hammer hang
Yeah, what's
is
up with that?
well, the hammer hang is something I did with single malt whiskeys. I started putting a little bit of every bottle I drank in it was a stainless steel container, a 1 liter container. Until my plan was to get it full before I let anybody taste it. But my friends visited when it was about 90% full, and after a few drams, they convinced me.
This was when you were on your.
No, it was before the.
Oh, before,
They
okay.
convinced me to let them try it, and then after they did, they said, "Oh my God, well, when we go on our wilderness trip, you have to bring this," and then it became a tradition. So we.
Awesome.
But one of my friends, Matt, watches the show a lot,
Sosa?
he knew what I was doing, and then as it progressed, he would go, "How's your?"
Hammer hang.
And I went, "Hammer hanging?" And he went, "Yeah, right." So that's how it got the name. So the hammer
Awesome.
hang. We call
Awesome.
it the hammer hang, and
Yeah.
that's what it's been.
I'll tell you what, it was a great show today, guys.
Oh my
Yeah.
A lot
God,
of
we had
fun, lot
so
of
much
laughs.
fun.
I appreciate y'all.
So a lot of fun to do something different like
Shauna,
this.
thanks for
You're welcome.
And now we
Appreciate
all get to
Shauna's
put a
help.
face to the
Yes.
name.
I'm usually in the audience.
Eating popcorn.
eating popcorn. Right.
helping
Love
us
these
with this
popcorn.
little experiment today.
Yes.
So I learned a few things.
We did.
Oh,
We-
no.
About nosing. Number one is that it is like obviously when you guys saw me do the Whiskey Wizard, I tasted this. It's a little different because I had used up some of it, and then I added some other things to it. Not a lot, but I expected to be able to recognize it.
Sure.
Not that would bias me in any way.
You better recognize.
But it was surprising to taste these and kind of be, I won't say a little fooled, but I wasn't really able to pick mine out. I really had no clue. I was just going by what I was tasting, what aromas I was getting to rate them, and it was interesting experiment. So I will say that when you get to number 3, at least on the nose, you're not quite as acute. I think you once you get to like the 3rd or 4th whiskey that you're nosing, it's a little, you do
we
lose
should
some
have
of
coffee beans in
Yeah.
between. Like they do at Bed Bath and Beyond or
Yeah.
Bath and Body.
Yeah.
We'll put the coffee beans
Yeah,
there
yeah.
to kind
We'll
of
remember
clear.
that for next time.
Yeah.
Well, one of the things we do plan to do in the future is we're going to go out somewhere. We're going to have them serve us different things. Well, we'll have an overall list, but then we were going to blindfold and do another taste testing.
So keep your blindfolds.
That's one of
These
our
are for future reference.
future on location episodes we're going to do for everybody. So
Well,
we're going to put the crew here to the test and just see how good we are. And as you saw tonight, maybe not as good as we thought, but we're, I still feel pretty good about how everything
at
came
the end
out.
of the day, great whiskeys.
Oh my
Great
God,
whiskeys.
all
Great
of them.
whiskeys.
No,
and you know what?
All of them.
Yeah,
Great
they're
yeah,
all
stuff.
about
if they were on the
3.5.
market, I'd buy every bottle.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding.
You know,
I mean,
and that's
it was,
what's great about Infinity bottles.
Sure, absolutely.
If you're drinking good whiskeys, by and large, and you're putting your last couple drams or however you do it, you're going to end up with something good at the end of the day,
absolutely,
right?
Absolutely.
Being able to put tequila in there and some other things and still have it turn out exceptional, I think I don't know, there's something to learn about that. So.
Amen, bro. Amen.
So I just have to ask.
Anybody else on the scroll here?
I just have to ask: were any of these filled with the your favorite?
What's my favorite?
What is this?
You know your favorite.
What my favorite? What?
Oh, I'm talking about the old Black Velvet.
Oh my God.
BV?
Listen, I wouldn't wipe Jimbo's ass with that shit. I don't give a fuck if it's 6 years old or whatever. I would never do that.
No
But
Seagram 7 or
No
Black
Black
Velvet?
Velvet
in
in
any of these?
any of these.
No Section 8 round Croyle, none of that bullshit.
Round Croyle.
Here.
I love him. He's
Round Croyle.
Crown Royal.
Well, we
kid.
did a lot of sampling here
Listen,
tonight.
keep
folks.
it up. I'll invite you to my fucking 4th of July party too. I ain't playing. Alright, I ain't playing. So,
You've had quite a few drams tonight.
we've had
so
quite a few.
anyway, listen. At the end of the day,
Where
yeah.
are we time wise, folks?
We are
time to
way
get the hell
over.
off the show.
All right. Well, you know what? We're just gonna save the news for next time. We had some whiskey news for late September, October, but we'll do it next time.
all right.
next
Let's
time.
close it with the Ziggy
Yeah.
Zaggy.
What's that?
Oh shit! Hang on.
We got a Ziggy
Can you, give
Zaggy.
me,
What's a
can, you,
ziggy-zaggy?
can you give me a little winner over there?
We got. So I'm drinking all Cleveland
No,
beers
give me-
tonight.
give
I
me-
would just
yeah.
like to say, representing the CLE.
I don't know. How's the
Thanks,
tribe?
Sean.
I don't even know how they're doing. Are they losing or are they winning?
Oh, they're winning. Psh, they're winning.
Oh yeah, baby.
All right, kids, listen.
Hey
And,
Chris, you mean they're actually beating the Pirates? How can that be?
Oh.
All right, so let's give a little shout out to the people. So
Hey,
Yeah.
peeps.
as Goran Dijuran, Serbian,
Go on
the
in.
Schnitzelhaus has taught me a long time ago. 1, 2, 3. Zigga zaka, zigga zaka, hoy, hoy, hoy.
There it goes.
All right, kids, listen, we'll catch you kids next. Oh, 2 weeks from now. 2 weeks from now.
2 weeks from now.
2
We,
weeks from now, we'll catch you 2 weeks
we're
from
going
now.
to be traveling next weekend. My wife and I are celebrating our 30th wedding anniversary.
Boy, I
we
tell
know-
God
you,
love
she's
you,
a champ.
Shauna.
She's
God
a champ.
love you.
How can she put up with it? Well, obviously we got married when we were 17. So
Oh,
very
Seven?
young.
God.
17, but very young.
Did you really get married at 17? Or 70? 70? Listen, obviously-
Somewhere between there. Okay.
All right, we'll catch you cats next
It
week.
is. We're done.
We're the Whiskey Roundtable, Big G.
Karen Helen Keller.
Douglas Dunbar.
And
Shauna Dunbar.
all right, I'll catch you cats
Have a
2 weeks
great
from now.
week.
Thank
and
you.
we'll
Be safe.
see you in a couple weeks.
All
Bye.
right, bye-bye. Oh, my God.
If whiskey stopped working, every bar in town would be closing their doors, shutting down. Everybody would be trapped with their thoughts, 'cause nothing helps the pain like bourbon or scotch. Oh no, oh no, no. If whiskey stopped working, where the hell would I be? Probably wasting lots of money trying therapy. If whiskey stopped working, what the hell would I do? Honestly, to tell you the truth, I wouldn't be over you. If whiskey stopped working, if whiskey stopped working, if whiskey stopped working, if whiskey stopped working, oh, whiskey stopped working, if whiskey stopped. Poor Jack D would be out of a job. Jameson and Bean would be cut off. Hank Williams songs wouldn't make any sense. Yeah, this whole damn world would be a mess. Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. If whiskey stopped working, where the hell would I be? Probably wasting lots of money trying therapy. If whiskey stopped working, what the hell would I do? Honestly, to tell you the truth, I wouldn't be over you. If whiskey stopped working, if whiskey stopped working, oh, whiskey stopped working, if whiskey stopped working, oh, whiskey stopped working, if whiskey stopped, oh. If whiskey stopped working, where the hell would I be? Probably halfway out of this town, leaving Tennessee. If whiskey stopped working,